following program is rated NAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
He's fickle, man. I got it. Frequently initiating criticism, killing life's entertainment. He's fickle.
He did it in 2 minutes.
Oh, stupid.
That was so good.
That was so dumb.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Warning. Once again, it's your man, Ruben, in the house, shooting off the guns. Pew, pew, pew. That's how we get it done around here. And of course, always, is my cousin, AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Bro.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Sometimes it just gets down like that.
Is that what it is?
I mean, for some people, not for me,
Okay.
but, you know, I didn't have like any real stuff, or I would have turned it sideways and stuff like that.
You shot yourself in the face?
Exactly. So, you know, young kids, when you turn it sideways, you're not winning.
You're not.
So, learn how to shoot.
Empty shells hitting you in the face.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, these kids out here can't shoot worth shit. And it's just like, hey, man, that's why back in the day, dudes got Uzis. Because you spray it. Because fuck that aiming shit. We're not trying to hit you on the first go round. We're trying to waste bullets up in this motherfucker. It is all about damage, and we might hit your ass. I mean, you know, hey man, have you seen that John Wick ballerina shit?
No.
Bruh.
Is it actually good? Because John Wick 4 was awful.
Look, man, I can't do nothing about John Wick 4. But the ballerina joint,
That was good?
yeah.
Okay.
So here's the problem, right? The only problem with it is it came out like too late.
What do you mean?
Because it reminds you. So first of all, I believe it's a period piece. So it's old. It's a prequel, you know? Because John Wick is still like after, it's before the first John Wick.
Oh, so he's still married, still got the dog, all the things.
Well, they don't really go into any of that.
Oh, okay.
So it could be between 1 and 2. But, I mean, you know, you remember the lady who in the theater with all the women, the ballerinas, that they would spin around and their feet got bloody.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like how she did that. But the problem is, sorry if I'm throwing spoilers out there, but if you've seen Black Widow, if you've seen that other bullshit that's a copy of the Black Widow with Jennifer Lawrence in it, it's kind of the same shit, except there's a lot more bloody, a lot more people dying, and the coolest, honestly, man, I give her credit for at least upping the game. They brought out a flamethrower, bruh.
So now they burning folk up?
Bruh, she was shooting that shit like a bazooka.
Man, this is why I stopped watching John Wick to start with. It was senseless violence. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I got 20 minutes into John Wick 4 and I was like, this is the stupidest thing I'm doing today. I'm not doing it.
I'm pretty sure.
And the fight scene is still not over with. I haven't seen the end of this fight scene.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I said those 20 minutes in. Fight scene's got to be an hour.
It's extremely anticlimactic.
Well, it won't get my attention because it's dumb. The first two were awesome. The third one was like, eh. The fourth one was like, okay, this is stupid.
Here's the problem. All right, so with the third one, honestly, man, this is where they should have got a better actress than Halle Berry, man.
What was wrong with Halle Berry's
I mean, she doesn't look like she be killing motherfuckers. Because let's be real, she can't stiff killing, but her dogs were doing the goddamn work.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying, she played the role really well. She spent a lot of time being mad at him. But I mean, she played the role really well, I thought. I mean, it was John Wick.
I still weigh the best petty part of that movie is when he asked for water and she drunk it, spit it, and then like poured that shit out. I was like, damn, that's cold, bro. Like, what'd she do to your ass?
She was pretty upset. I remember her being really upset with him.
Yeah. Best action movie, Predator.
Oh yeah, agreed. Predator was good, man. Predator was good. Actually, the Hulu Predator, I forgot, it's called Prey, I think. Really good. I was impressed. It came out about like 2-3 years ago. Really good.
I don't even know, man. Like, I don't really have a thing. I mean, because like I can watch the Fast and Furious stuff. I can watch most action movies. But as far as a favorite one, I mean, nah, I can't say I have one that. There are a couple movies that if that shit's on, I ain't turning the channel.
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna pretend like I'm gonna watch it. I know
you got stars though, right?
I do, but it's gonna be dumb, man. John Wick is dumb. I love Keanu Reeves. He is my dude as a person. But anything past John Wick 3 is like dumb.
Nah, man. So this gives you a lot of John Wick 1 and 2 vibes. For real.
I trust you, but I'm not watching it. I'm not gonna waste my time. Actually, I've been watching a lot of Black Mirror. That's good. I was impressed.
I haven't really messed with it. I haven't messed with a lot of series. You know, every once in a while I catch a movie here and there. Yeah, but you know that. Hey, man, you watching any football today?
I have been watching football since Saturday afternoon, sir. What game were we talking about?
I mean,
what's up, Mo?
which one? For the most part, what's going on, Mo? Most of them were pretty good today, especially
there were no bad games.
The second half. Oh my God!
Yeah, because I was like, what changed with the Commanders? I was like, what in the world?
What do you mean, what changed with the Commanders?
They weren't doing that well to begin with.
I mean, Jaden Daniels back. He was out for 2 games.
Okay, well, again, I'll tell you again. They weren't doing that well in the beginning. And then they came out in the second half, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, the defense picked it up today.
So why you want to act like they were like great in the first half and get pearl clutching because I said what I said, which was the truth?
I mean,
really, man? Is that what we're doing already? Come on now.
I'm used to watching the haters. My fault.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
But nah, for real, it was a lot of good football in the second half. The first half was a bunch of damn blowouts. Not the first half. The first like the 1 o'clock games. Half of them were blowouts, man. Like 4 of the 6 were blowouts.
Oh, okay.
They were like,
I didn't. I only saw what I could see.
Like even Dallas beat the shit out of somebody today.
It was the Jets. We all knew that was going to happen. Actually, I thought that they would score more because of the defense. But yeah, I mean, 3 points, that kind of tracks.
Yeah. So, you know, there's that. You know, of course, college football, it just don't pay to be ranked, man. It just don't pay to be ranked.
That makes it exciting. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
unless you're a good ranked team like Miami, you know. We did a little work yesterday.
A good ranked team.
That's right, man. Some of these ranked teams out here pretending.
That's what makes it wonderful to watch. You have to play the games.
I mean, you know. But nah, man, it was a good sports weekend, except if you like UFC, unless you like a lot of knockouts. Like, I do, but it's like, bruh, the championship fight, the second one was like 90 seconds.
Hey, AG, man, I've just quit on trying to please Ruben. because bro, his complaint about boxing is it takes too long. And then in UFC,
wait a minute,
he's like,
takes too long?
Yeah, he says it takes too long. And then his complaint with UFC a lot of times is, oh man, sometimes it's just guys laying on people. So
what?
then,
oh no, that's you.
No, you have said you don't like people just laying on people. You talked about Cormier all the time.
But so do you.
Once again, I've said that I'm consistent, Ruben, because you said, hey, it takes too long. I don't like people wrestling. Then you get a whole night of knockouts, AG. A whole night of knockouts. It was the first thing this dude does. Stop bitching about it not being long enough.
Bruh, I'm just saying.
You know, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that, Ruben. It does.
I'm just saying, man. I'm saying you stay up.
Bro, I just want to know what would actually please you.
Nothing.
Honestly, there's not a lot of women fighting in the UFC anymore.
I thought they had an entire division.
They got like 2 or 3 divisions, but they don't seem to be on the pay-per-views anymore.
Well, probably. I guess they don't make a lot of money. I guess I'm not really sure. Is there a draw? Do they have a fighter that's a draw?
They got a couple fighters.
I'm about to say the problem is they just don't have nobody that's dominating right now.
So they don't have like a Ronda Rousey.
They don't have somebody who they consider a headliner right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll come. It'll be fine.
But I'm just saying, Ruben, like, bro, like I figured UFC like we got would have made you happy because it was exciting. You couldn't blink for a second because if you did, the fight was fucking over.
I mean, so like, I guess, like, I don't know. Yesterday was just different because literally, like I was watching the prelims and I was like, well, let me go check on my Miami game because, you know, Miami's playing. So I switched to Miami. I'm on that shit for 2 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes. I come back, these motherfuckers in a commercial. And I'm just like, the fuck happened? And he beat the shit out of that dude very quickly. And it's just like, God damn it.
Once again, I just don't understand what would truly please you because like, bro, you could actually get to bed at a decent hour with this UFC because the shit was over so quick.
Yeah,
it'd be like 2 a.m. when these motherfuckers is over, bro.
Yeah, it was.
They were stalling.
I mean,
it felt like a WWE event where a motherfucking match ended too early. They had to fucking stall. They was just like, hey, bro, we running out of talking points.
I mean, but come on, man. Like the last match, that was so anticlimactic. It was a TKO. He hit the dude once, and the dude kind of turtled up, and that was it. But I will say, shout out to Herb Dean. He made sure the motherfucker was dead before he called that shit because he got punched like 80 times.
The only thing that's consistent about this UFC experience is Herb Dean because you're not consistent. At least we know when Herb Dean's called the match, motherfucker damn near has to die.
Yeah, that's legit. That's legit. That is legit. Because he just hammer fisted. I felt like he hammer fisted for like 30 seconds.
I feel like Herb Dean is just like, are you breathing? Fight's good. Fight's good. Fight's good. Fight's good. Fight's good. Oh shit, that nigga not breathing. He not breathing.
Did you see him kind of kneel down? You okay, man? Like,
bro, that's what Herb Dean does, bro. Like Herb Dean, like, yo, if you're a fighter, you love Herb Dean because, you know, fighters be bitching about, hey, they stopped the fight too soon. You ain't never heard nobody say that shit about Herb Dean.
Nah, hell no.
They be like, nigga, the fight was over 10 minutes ago and Herb Dean's still in the ring.
Okay, I got two things. Number one, we need to have a show and make a deep dive into why Ruben is not satisfied with nothing.
With anything, bro. It's
nothing.
Like, when you brought up UFC, I was like, oh man, he's gonna talk about how awesome it was because somebody with the short attention span that Ruben has for action should have been all in.
Exactly, but no.
But you know, I think what it honestly. I'm being
Hold
real.
on, before I forget.
Oh, I'm sorry. Get your second one.
No, it's I've been trying to remember this all day to ask you, Mo. What does it mean, so I can recognize it, but what does it mean when they call, it's like when a lineman is upfield too far?
Oh, a legal man downfield?
Yeah, what does that mean?
On a passing play, a lineman I think they can only go 2 or 3 yards upfield on passing plays.
Okay, so why did they get caught out there like that?
Sometimes they get, it's because they do a lot of run pass options where the quarterback can hand the ball off.
Okay.
Or he can decide to throw the ball. Now, unfortunately, a lineman doesn't have the luxury of being able to see what the quarterback's going to do.
Okay.
So on those plays, a lineman is run blocking. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
Because essentially, if the quarterback throws the ball, he should be throwing it so quick that the lineman doesn't have time to get downfield.
Okay.
But if the quarterback holds the ball and then throws it, you get that lineman 6 yards downfield, and he's like, bro, I didn't know you were throwing the ball. We're taught to run block on this play.
Okay. So really, when that's called, usually
a lot of times it's quarterback's fault. A lot of times it's quarterback's fault.
Okay, I got you. Because I was like, what does that mean? Because they don't really explain it. Or at least I haven't heard it anyway. So I just wanted to ask you that. Go on, Ruben. What was you going to say?
Nah, they don't explain it because usually that motherfucker, you can always tell who it is. It's the biggest dude who shouldn't be down there. Like, he's looking around like,
he actually should be down there because he's run blocking.
Yes.
The play is a run pass option. The quarterback is supposed to read a man instantly, either hand the ball off or throw it instantly. If the quarterback is throwing the ball, he should be throwing it right away. So a lineman does not have time to get too far downfield if the quarterback lets the ball go when he's supposed to. A lineman is looking this way. He's not looking back to see if the quarterback actually is throwing the ball or running the ball. He's taught to run block.
Okay.
Because you can't do both. You can't be looking backwards and run blocking.
Gotcha. All right, that's fair.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Makes me feel better.
That's fair. But yeah, nah, man. I don't know. Yesterday I guess I was just feeling fickle. So
that's the whole point. You're always fickle, man.
I mean,
if you want to call fickle, always finding something to complain about. I don't know how they're the same.
I mean, that's called hating.
But that's what we're saying. We need to have a show and understand why that is, sir.
He said, I'm feeling fickle. Fickle.
Sometimes it bees like that, man.
But they're not the same, sir. They're not. The second explanation
is that an acronym for something for you? Is fickle an acronym? Like, we gotta create an acronym for fickle that makes it apply to Ruben. Like, we gotta do it, man. Give him some time. We're gonna make an acronym.
That's a whole lot of letters, man.
That's unnecessary.
That's at least 6. Ain't it 6? Yeah, I think it's 6 letters.
Six letters, man. And that's completely unnecessary. So please don't waste your.
Isn't it though? That's kind of.
Yes,
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, nah. It's fair.
Because I remember, what was it? I was talking about, this is a Cowboys fan giving y'all props. This had to be last year. I was like, y'all doing really well. And I spent 10 minutes with you talking about, like, bro, just y'all are 4-0. Would you please stop?
Because, I'm going to tell you why. Because, man, last year was a happy accident, bro.
It was
we
not.
Didn't expect
How
that.
do you figure it was a happy accident?
We did not expect the greatness that happened last year. And nobody else did either. So let's be a buck with this. If you'd have been like beginning of the season, man, the Commanders are going on way to the NFC Championship game, I'd be like, bitch, please. Like I even said, if we go 8-9, I'll be fucking happy.
Ruben, y'all are 4-0 or something really, really good. All I said was, y'all are doing really well. Just enjoy the ride. And you were just like, man, you were bah humbugging all day. I was like,
because
bro.
The last time we tried to enjoy the ride, Alex Smith got his leg broken in 8 different pieces. And that ended our season. And, you know, if you have not seen Project 11, bro, there's a special place in my heart for that dude, man, because he went through some shit. Like, Project 11 on ESPN 60.
I've
if
seen
you
it.
watch
It's
football,
really good. It was
it's really good. But
the leg break
he
was
went
bad,
through some bullshit.
But that's not what we're talking about, Ruben.
But that's the last time I was happy as a Washington fan that we might actually fucking do something.
Well, the point is, if we were doing this show then, you would have found something to complain about then too. My question to you is, can you have something happen to you that is genuinely good?
Yes.
Oh, man, he's fickle. He's fickle, man. I got it. Frequently initiating criticism, killing life's entertainment. He's fickle.
He did it in 2 minutes.
Oh, stupid.
That was so good.
That was so dumb.
It was not dumb. You mad because it's you. Don't even worry about it.
I say y'all dumb, man. Y'all dumb.
You got to say that again so I got to.
Yeah, I gotta write it down now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Frequently initiating criticism, killing life's entertainment. That is Ruben. He's fickle.
I don't even know how to feel right now. I don't even know how to feel right now. Jesus Christ.
I need to put that on a shirt and give it to Ruben.
Oh my goodness, that's got to be a 5-minute
I'm
warning.
never gonna wear it.
Mr. Fickle.
Yes.
Ruben is Mr. Fickle.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
In other news. So, man, let's talk about, I like to call this shit Dumb Shit Sunday. Because we're going to talk about a whole bunch of dumb shit this weekend, this Sunday, today. And like, shut up, KB Yakko. That is not dope, man. Whatever, man. Jesus Christ.
It kind of was dope, man. Why don't you?
I'm not giving him that credit.
Why not? It doesn't matter because it's on wax. So guess what, bro?
I mean, so what? Who cares?
And we all did. That was fun.
Exactly.
Frequently initiating criticism, killing life entertainment. Yes, that's what it is, sir. Yes, that's what it is.
Wow.
It has instantly become part of the 5-minute warning ethos. That is instant classic.
You got to put it on a shirt now, man. You got to merch it, man.
Yes.
Now you got to merch it.
Yes. Mo, you have said some smart things on this show, but you outdid yourself this time, bro. I promise you did.
Yeah.
Oh my
silly.
goodness.
Back to the Dumb Shit Sunday.
Aunt Shirley, if you're watching, you know you laughing.
Man. She's like, I can't believe they're doing my baby like that.
She is not.
She is.
She know you fickle. She know you fickle.
Doesn't matter. I'm her favorite, so that's all.
She knew you was fickle as soon as you were born.
The hate here is incredible. But
I love you, man.
Yeah, whatever. So, Dumb Shit Sunday. So, I mean, like, we can start off with a whole bunch of dumb shit. Let's start off with this Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl thing. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but good old, I think it's, what's her name, Tommy Lauren, you know, every time I think she says something possibly intelligent, nope. So she's having a discussion with another lady. I don't even know who she is. It just kind of came on my feed. And, you know, she's talking about, well, everybody's like, you know, why is Bad Bunny the Super Bowl artist? And I'm just like, why does it fucking matter? Like, you know, it's stuff like that. So she's talking to this woman, and she's basically saying, you know, he shouldn't be an artist for Super Bowl because he won't tour in America because of all the ICE stuff. And he didn't want his people, his fans getting arrested.
That's responsible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's responsible.
You know? And so, and she pretty much, she was like, and the other one was like, yeah, you know, that's something to the fact that, you know, that's a good, you know, American artist or something, from what I understand. And she's like, he's not American, he's Puerto Rican. And she's like, that's part of America, honey. And I was just like, God damn it. Like, how can you sit up here and talk shit? And it's so funny because other people are saying the same shit. And I'm thinking to myself, geography is not my strong suit, but I understand that Puerto Rico is technically part of America, you know? So it's like, so technically he is American. And I'm just like, how are y'all dumbasses not figuring that out? Like, and so I just kind of want y'all opinion on the dumb shit, which is that. I mean, whoever wants to go first, because Lord knows, I don't have an issue with Bad Bunny. And they're like, well, all his songs are in Spanish. And I was thinking to myself, have you heard the motherfucking songs? So you heard one song and he said like 3 words in Spanish. Now all his songs are in Spanish. And if they are, who gives a fuck? It's in California.
All his songs are Spanish.
Yeah, but he's the Super Bowl's in California. It's not like it's in fucking, like, I don't know, Minnesota. So it's like, who gives a fuck? Like, Bad Bunny's a pretty good artist. But
Name 2 songs.
hey, man, everybody else likes his ass. I don't give a fuck. I mean, he was on a song with Cardi B. I like the song. I have it in my playlist. So it's like, whatever. I mean, it's not like Bad Bunny just came out like 2 days ago. The motherfucker's been out for a year. And you're right. I think it is responsible that he is not touring America. So Ice can just get all his fans, because that's responsible. So of course, you know, I haven't, not saying that that's not out there, I haven't seen a black person say he shouldn't be doing the Super Bowl. But correct me if I'm wrong. All I've seen is a bunch of white people say it.
Well, you're not wrong.
And token. Because I'm pretty sure there's a token out there.
Huh?
But, I mean, I don't know. Talk to me. What do y'all think?
All right, so I don't know if I've ever been put in a label as token, but I don't understand the selection of Bad Bunny, and not because I have an issue with it. I mean, I do only know like 2 songs, Bad Bunny, and like the one with Cardi B, and he has a song called Where She Goes, and that song bangs. That song absolutely bangs.
Okay.
But my issue is, and it's not really an issue, I just feel like marketing, it's a unique marketing initiative that the NFL is using as a strategy, because for years, they wanted the Super Bowl halftime artist to be the most globally crossover or safest choice, because they wanted it to appeal to their fan base. Well, recently, it seems like now the NFL is using the halftime show to try to capture people who aren't football fans, because the demographic of NFL fans that are the predominant majority of the fans are typically not Hispanic. I mean, it's growing. They do want the sport to grow, but like for most Spanish people, I would dare say that actual football is their fan favorite sport. So this selection of making Bad Bunny a halftime artist, it's not about the football fans. It's about trying to get everybody else.
Yeah, I would say that.
Which I'm okay with, but I also think you do risk like basically alienating your actual fan base, because there is literally no sport more American than football today. Like, and when I say American, I mean America. Like
America.
Yeah, drinking beer, pickup truck.
Woo!
Yeah, there's no sport more American than football. So this literally kind of gives them the middle finger for halftime. Now, as a football fan who does not generally give a fuck about halftime, I give 2 shits. Like, I know what happens every Super Bowl halftime. That's when my wife comes in the room and she wants to like get engaged with it because she is interested in the entertainment. And that's when I'm just like, is there any food left? Because I can go take care of that right now.
That's true. That's legit.
Yeah, because I mean, I like, it doesn't even matter who the artist. The only halftime show I've ever been locked engaged with was Prince. That was the only one where I was just like, nope, I'm not leaving. And that's just because it was fucking Prince.
Yeah.
But most of the time, no matter what the artist is, man, I don't give 2 fucks about the halftime show. But yeah, so I'm not the person that says it shouldn't be. Bad Bunny shouldn't be the choice. I just think it's a very interesting marketing approach, because they know, like, even a football fan, I've heard people talking about they're going to boycott the NFL because, bitch, you're not boycotting the NFL. You just not. And I think the NFL knows that. So what they're like, hey, we know we're going to get the largest ratings numbers we've got for our halftime in a long time, because all the non-football fans are going to tune in, and then all the Fickle fans are going to tune in just so they can talk bad about it on Monday. So it's kind of a win-win for the NFL. I don't think based on like the traditionalism of halftime, like I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't make a halftime show intentionally designed to not necessarily appeal to your fan base. That's what it feels like. Once again, I don't really care. So it doesn't matter to me. Like I'll hear about the performance. I'll probably be in towards the tail end because that's usually when the food that I just put in the microwave is warm again, and I'm coming back into the room.
Well, I mean, having spent a couple Super Bowls with you,
am I lying?
I mean, some of it you're legit on, but I would say one of the ones I feel like I think you might be a little embellishing on is the one with Dre and Snoop. Like you were kind of there for that, but then again,
you were there for that, and I was interested in what the show was actually going to entail. But
oh yeah,
I wasn't that enthralled with it. It was just so hyped up. I was just like, all right, this shit better bang. As much as y'all hyped it up, this shit better slap. And for the most part, it
banged and slapped.
Yeah, it was pretty hot.
So, I mean, yeah. What do you think?
But I mean, look, we've had some busts. Like the Rihanna halftime performance was dead. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
The Weeknd.
You know what? The Weeknd's, and Rihanna's and the Weeknd's halftime performance had the same thing in common. Visually, what they did was amazing.
Yeah.
Weeknd with all the mirrors up there. The visuals of Rihanna's was amazing. The actual performance?
Well, because she won't sing it.
Well, not even that. Like, I don't ever feel like Rihanna actually wants to perform. Like,
I mean, she was pregnant then.
Well, not only that, AG, I feel like at this point in time, music has just become like a back hustle for her. Like, she became a billionaire off makeup, not off of her music.
True. True. Not wrong there. That's for sure.
AG, what do you think?
Well, I agree with everything Mo said to start with, because I saw NASCAR go through this, and he's completely right about alienating your fan base to for the sake of growing bigger. Obviously, NASCAR is not the NFL, and they kind of, they dug their own grave with that a little bit. But the mechanics of it is absolutely true. When you try to grow your sport or whatever it is you're trying to grow, usually you try to get people that are, adjacent to it, or people that have no interest in it. But what I'm thinking is the first domino that fell to me was when Taylor Swift said no to the NFL, because they asked her to begin with. If she says yes, we're not having this conversation, and all is well in NFL kingdom. That was big, because I was like, ooh, she said no. And then it's like, well, next thing I know, 2-3 weeks later, maybe, plus or minus a few days, I hear Bad Bunny. I have never heard a thing he's done, but I do understand the popularity because I have heard the name, whether I've heard the music or not. And in a situation like that, I always know you're big then. If I haven't heard what you actually do, but I know your name, then I figure you're pretty big.
Like he's wrestling. In wrestling, they say he's clearly over. Right, he's clearly over.
So yeah, from that perspective, I said, that should be pretty good. Then I heard, I started hearing different things from, it became political overnight. I was like, okay, this is strange. Usually none of this is political at all. It's either are you into the music or not. And so it was polarizing, so that kind of made me a little curious, and Instagram always lets me know what's going on. The first thing is right-leaning people all of a sudden making the Super Bowl a patriotic event. And I was like, it is? Okay, well, I can understand how you could say that, but it's reaching for me. But I can see it. Okay. And then from that perspective, it rolls right into where we are as a country topically, because there's a lot of sinister things going on, a lot of clandestine things going on. But topically, where we are as a country, we are trying to illegally or otherwise extinguish all the brown people through immigration by any means necessary, legal or not. So you mean to tell me, as a white person, right-leaning, I'm supposed to look at this immigrant that's not American, not speak English at my patriotic event? Oh yeah, I'm pissed off already. And from there, you just go off the deep end. So for me, just those things is a bonfire. I mean, that's not a bonfire, but a powder keg. These people do not like brown people, which from their perspective, I get it. They don't think anybody that doesn't work hard deserves anything. And y'all out here getting healthcare and stuff for free, you're taking my jobs, all the things that you're thinking as that type of person constantly. And then you're gonna throw this in my face, NFL? I thought the NFL was mine. I thought I didn't have to worry about black people unless they're my employees, unless they're entertaining me. I didn't think I had to worry about brown people unless they're my employees, unless they're entertaining me. I mean, Taylor Swift was okay, at least she was white. But now I gotta deal with a brown person that's not speaking English on purpose and not touring in the USA because, he's trying to hide his cohorts from ICE? Are you serious?
Cohorts.
So
so that's what I'm thinking. I mean, for me, I understand where they're coming from. It's just, you're just showing me who you are. That's all.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares about the halftime show. You either say you like it, you're excited about it, or it doesn't matter, I'm going to get a burger or whatever, but nobody really cares. The last time I heard people really talk about the halftime show was Janet Jackson's titty came out. That is the last time anybody cared. So I'm like, why do you care now? Well, for me, those reasons alone, based on where we are in history in this country.
And can we say how the media blew that titty coming out? The media blew that.
I didn't even see it.
I was sitting on a couch beside Ruben, and we didn't even notice there was a titty out. And then all of a sudden, the next day, there was just like, hey, there was a titty out. And then me and Ruben was like, how did we miss titties being out? Like,
especially Janet Jackson's titties.
I'm usually an astute observer of the human condition. So I didn't think I could just have a titty slip past me.
Yeah.
But it it completely slipped past me.
Well, people that had TiVo, like myself, it slipped past the first time, but we were able to go back and see it. Because I wasn't really paying attention either. I was like,
but if nobody would have ever said anything about a titty coming out, I never would have looked for it. But of course, yeah, once I know the titty came out, I mean, let's see this titty that everybody's so up in arms about.
I mean, I'll still look at my wife like I ain't never seen him before. So yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying is, that's the last time anybody cared about a halftime show. But like I said, man, it's a powder keg. It's a perfect storm for this kind of thing to happen. And you are throwing this in their face. And it's coming from their ally. Because let's remember, NFL is a very racist organization, top to bottom. No matter how you look at it, you can't unsee it. But we all watch every Sunday, and we all care about this very racist construct. So for them, it's like, this is mine, and you're turning it, you're blaspheming it. What are you doing? And you're blaspheming it in a way in which puts a mirror up in their face to show you who you are, while at the same time messing with something they believe is a betrayal because of who they are.
Man, you just said the NFL is a racist organization. AG, they had End Racism up in all of their NFL venues for a year and a half, sir.
They decided unanimously to take it down, sir. It's a traveling plantation. We all know this.
So here's the funny part, right? So I did some research because, as y'all both just said, all these people are now upset that, oh my God, they're taking away our halftime show, whatever. And you're right, football is probably the most American thing ever. And Lord knows we be owning that shit because football everywhere else in the world is soccer. and we had the nerve to change the name of soccer because we didn't want to match our football. So that right there tells you the goal that we have. But once again, I did some research. The last 10 Super Bowl halftime performers. Of course, this year, or next year, it'll be Bad Bunny. Last year, Kendrick Lamar. Year before that, Usher. Before him was Rihanna. Now, I can't believe this is like this long ago, but then the whole Dr. Dre, Snoop, all that happened before Rihanna. Then The Weeknd. Then in 2020, Shakira and Jennifer Lopez with guests Bad Bunny and J Balvin, which already is interesting to me. So literally in 5 years, this motherfucker went from being a guest to headlining his own Super Bowl halftime joint. 2019, Maroon 5. Maroon 5 is the absolute last full white Super Bowl halftime show. 2019. What?
And that was the year. The next year, that's when they brought Jay-Z on board because they had got complaints about how the halftime show never had lacked diversity. And I could argue now, over the last 5 or 6 years, it's still kind of lacking diversity. It's just been
the other way around
towards brown.
I mean, that's why we bring Jay-Z in. And then before that was Justin Timberlake, which honestly, that halftime show wasn't that great because, in my personal opinion, he didn't play any real song that I wanted to hear.
I mean, look, let's be honest, man. How many halftime shows are generally great?
Well, the one before Justin,
it's few and far between where they're really great, in my opinion, because I'm not really big on it. So it does have to be awesome for me to think it was great.
Well, the year before Justin Timberlake, which is now 10 years, was Lady Gaga, which was really good, visually and everything. I mean, that's when she was on top of the damn dome and shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
she came down. That was crazy.
Visually, yeah, but I'm not really a fan of most of her music. So.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. So basically, we got these people bitching about Bad Bunny. Well, you ain't had a white halftime show since 2019, and you're taking the time to bitch about Bad Bunny? Man, I need you to do something.
Man, but even, this is going to sound crazy. But just hear me out. Even racists have just accepted the fact that hip-hop culture is American. This feels un-American to them because at least they can justify that hippity hop music because it's that the hippity hop fans like that shit.
Well,
but this feels like they've just said, all right, Americans not good enough. Like, look, Ruben, most racists have accepted the fact that niggas are entertainment. Now you're basically saying, you know what, we're going to get a different sect of brown that doesn't even speak your language to entertain. Because, there's a lot of white conservative people that's probably like, hey, man, he probably going to be saying shit about us, and we not going to understand what he's saying.
Well, we did that last year with Kendrick Lamar. He said, he was talking about him, they ain't understand.
But he was speaking English, sir.
English. They just didn't understand the slang. But this dude's going to be saying shit that's completely foreign to them, literally.
If you hear Punta, he calling you a bitch.
But there's other words for that, sir.
I'm about to say, yeah.
That's my only.
So many other words for that.
But I think I agree, but I think it's interesting that, I mean, really, they were talking about it, but it really didn't hit its crescendo until good old Trump said something about it, which basically said, okay, all y'all motherfuckers can now talk about it. But the funny part about it is you run into shit like Tommy Lauren and you say the wrong shit that says, he's not American, but he's from Puerto Rico. And it's just like, geography, bitch. Like, let's come on now. Like, what we doing?
The last 3 weeks in a row, I've had to say this, man. The way that people like her see it, he is not American. Puerto Rico is not America. even though they can go from Puerto Rico to the mainland freely without a passport, all the things they vote, all the things. To people like her, she is so entrenched that she doesn't even understand the policy. She doesn't have to understand the policy. She doesn't know that if I was in Guam, if I was born in Guam, I'm a citizen.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand that. People like her don't understand that because they don't have to understand it. They live in a vacuum. So when you upset the pressure in that vacuum, people get upset.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, she does not have to understand these things. These are things that the rest of us have to understand.
Well, and that's the thing. The problem is she does understand, but obviously she's gonna spew whatever rhetoric she's gonna spew.
Are you sure?
And hopefully, and hopefully she doesn't get caught on it because
you give some of these people way too much credit.
Exactly.
You know what part of white privilege is? Stupidity. White privilege is allowed to have stupidity because nobody calls them on it.
Except this other white woman called her on it, and then she was like, it was pretty silent. It was hilarious.
It was pretty funny. I know exactly. It's on the end of the last show, so I'm just saying it was funny. But what I'm telling you, Ruben, these people don't have to hear you. They can be like la 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 la, and it works. Because 60% of the country can do it, and when the majority is doing it, that makes it true. That's why they call gaslighting, bro.
Yeah.
You have to have a construct behind you in some way to make gaslighting work. And that's the difference between a racist that's black and a racist that's white, because a racist that's white has an entire machine. Or a racist that's black just don't like this person because they white or this person because they brown, whatever it is. There's a difference. There's a difference. When you are white and you are racist, you have an entire mechanism that is working for you. That's why you don't have to know policy. That's why you don't have to know geography. That's why you can, and then appear intelligent. All at the same time. Because when you say stuff, you're not saying it and it goes out into the ether. No, you're saying it to 60% of this country that's saying, yeah, that's right. No, it's not, but it is to them. And they dominate, so that's the truth. I'm just letting you know where they're coming from, and you have to understand them to really understand. I'm telling you. Not understanding your opponent is a dangerous place to be.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, let's move to dumb shit week number 2. We have a government shutdown. So, a whole bunch of federal people are either A, not working, B, working and not getting paid, or C, don't really have choices because they're military and you gotta fucking work. Like, I mean, I know
military or TSA. They
yeah,
really
TSA, those motherfuckers that work. But yeah, man, like, I guess I want y'all opinion on, do you feel like the correct moves were made on the Democrat side to do this? And, I keep hearing it was a clean CR, blah, blah, blah. But I also keep hearing that, yeah, if you're, on the Affordable Care Act, your shit's about to skyrocket. And that's what the Democrats are trying to avoid. So I'm just curious on where y'all sit on this government shutdown, because if I'm correct, neither one of y'all work for the government. So,
well, I know people that work for Postal Service and in the military or military adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, it's easy to hold the victim hostage in this situation, because you can shut the government down and say the Dems did this and that and the other and really not be wrong. But the biggest thing that I see, based on the little information I know about the particulars, is, like Ruben said, there are some nasty things in here that they just don't want to agree to. And it's just like, well, you don't want people to suffer, but at the same time, there's a bigger picture here. And people got to die for the greater good sometimes. And I'm telling you, if you let them put you in a full Nelson about every little thing, they will get everything that they want. And a lot of times it's not really good for the country. It's not really good for anybody except for people that we can't even relate to. So I'm like, the only thing I would ask people to do is, and again, I don't know all the particulars, but understand what is actually happening on both sides, so you can have an informed choice of how you feel about this, because it's really easy to create a narrative about anything, especially when you're not getting a paycheck, or someone that you care for is not getting a paycheck, or a segment of the population that you care for is not getting a paycheck, or your benefits have to stop, or whatever it is, however it affects you. It's easy to look at what is right in front of you and reacting to something that's happening to you to make a bad decision. That's the only thing I'm saying with this whole thing. So I'm like, if the Medicaid, Medicare, and all the things that I've been hearing, if that's the hold up, hold it up. Because what they're trying to do is strong arm you into doing something that in the now and in the future are going to hurt you. And they're trying to help you out. And I'm not saying anybody's complaining about it, but what I am saying is I hear the narrative clearly. If the Dems do this and they don't do that or whatever, they're the ones that are holding this up. We wouldn't have to shut down the government if the Dems would not do this or that. I already know y'all lying, because it's our fault all the time. I mean, we're talking about a president that had every general in the United States in one spot, told everybody, and then he proceeds to talk about how Obama can just walk downstairs without holding rails. I'm like, for real, bro? That's what we doing? So again, make sure you understand exactly what's going on, then you'll be informed. Because it's so easy to look at a situation that's hurting you and look at the first thing that's presented to you as the culprit. And that's not always the case. So that's how I feel about the whole thing. Like I said before, I don't know all the particulars, but I do know those parts. And if that's the case alone, let it stay down. Let the government stay down. Because eventually, when they start hurting, they're going to want to do something about it. And they're not even trying to work it out, because half of them didn't show up to the vote. And I'm like, so y'all decided to stay home, but it's the Dems' fault. Okay. I already know you full of shit. So it is what it is. So that's how I feel about that.
I think the dangerous part with the whole government shutdown is the media control that this administration has allows them to create narratives without any proof. So, I'm hearing Republican people say the Democrats are holding it up because they want to make sure that illegal immigrants are getting free health care and stuff. That doesn't even make sense when you say it out loud. but there's enough people saying it where there's a large population of people that voted for this administration that they'll believe anything a rich white person tells them. And that sounds crazy to say it like that, but I would dare say 60 to maybe 75% of all the people who voted for this current administration do not have the financial equity to actually want to ride for this Republican Party, because most of them are check to check, broke ass, working class people who, if you raise their premiums on healthcare and insurance, who cares if you're working right now? The government shutdown is affecting a lot of people's jobs. Who cares if you can still get a check if everything is now 30 to 40% more expensive? You're just broke with not enough money coming in. And I know people are like, yeah, it's easy to say that when you're not the one losing money. That's fair. I'm not losing money right now. However, if I had to lose a check right now to make sure that I wasn't gonna have to pay $300, $400, $500, $600 more a month for the same shit I get right now, might be okay with me. I might be like, that's a. And honestly, I don't know what the Democrats move. Or usually, did the Democrats do the right thing? I don't know what else they could have done. I think the only thing the Democrat Party does that I never agree with is trying to combat a fake narrative with logic. And I know that sounds crazy. Like when somebody's saying like just miscellaneous, dishonest shit about what you're doing, there's a real desire to want to come out and say, no, that's not what we're actually doing. We're doing this. Sometimes you should just shut the fuck up. You should just be like, hey, like AG said, hey, if they were serious about the government shit, they would have shown up. We was there. They weren't. So who's shutting the government down? Because we showed up for work. Half of them did. And that's it. Don't say we're not trying to give illegal immigrants. Don't give the actual logical, honest talking points. No, people don't want to hear that shit. People want to hear what makes them feel something, which is why the Republican Party has always been able to win the hearts of broke, uneducated people. And I'm not name calling. I'm not saying that just because I want to say bad, derogatory things about them. I'm saying that's why it's so easy to control, because those people vote on feelings. How do you feel about it? Like, how does what he say makes you feel? People say, hey, we voted for Trump because it was a big F you to the establishment. And that might have made you feel a certain way. But this was a wealthy white guy who's never had to do a hard day's work in his life. How is that a F you to the establishment? You just voted the establishment in. But he made you feel like he was on your side. So look, this is not a negative statement towards any one party or any one group of people, but as a guy, I have seen the error of arguing logic with somebody who is arguing back with their feelings. I can't win. So why are you wasting energy trying to argue with somebody who's speaking on feelings? Hell, half the things that Trump says are feelings. He says, well, I think that, and then he asks, is that true? I don't know if that's true. He literally says that like 6 or 7 times every time he speaks. Which it's
like he didn't know how to say it.
It's fucking mind.
He didn't know how to say see, I can't even fucking say it.
Acetaminophen?
Yeah, acetaminophen.
Hey, look, I can give a motherfucker a pass on that. I know everybody was killing him for that. I can give a motherfucker a pass on not being able to say the generic name of Tylenol. I could totally get it, because if you just threw that word in front of me and I didn't know what the fuck we were supposed to be talking about, I might stumble over that word too. Now, here's where you miss me. He knew what the press conference was about. So you should have already known what word you was gonna have to attack. So you know what I'm saying? Like that bothered me more. Not if he'd have just been in an impromptu conversation and had to read that and stumbled over it. I'd be like, hey, fair.
Like they just gave you a piece of paper.
Yeah, but if you're like, hey man, you had a press conference on this, cool. What is this word? How do I say this? Because I don't want to sound like a fucking idiot to the whole world.
You did that really well.
I would hope there was a moment when they were prepping him for this, like, acetaminophen, I got you. Okay, I just never saw it before.
I mean, you assumed that they prepped him.
They did. He didn't want to hear about it.
I don't believe anybody actually preps him, AG. I think at this point in time, they have stopped. Just like, when he was at the UN and he was like, the teleprompter's not working. I know that motherfucking speechwriter is like, bitch, you ain't read 6 words I wrote for you. So why you mad now that they not showed up?
And I mean, really, the teleprompter not working? Bitch, please. It worked for everybody else. It just don't work for your ass.
I'm going to give it to him on that, because the escalator didn't work either. That was petty as hell.
Once again, I
was
ain't saying the teleprompter was working or was not working. I'm simply saying, the dude that be writing for him was like, motherfucker, whether it was there or not, you weren't gonna say, you were gonna read the first 2 sentences I wrote, and then you was gonna start freestyling this bitch like Lil Flip in 2003. Like, you was just
You know what?
Lil Flip in 2003. Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Not wrong.
But you're not wrong. You are so not wrong.
Nope.
Like, I don't even know why they write shit for him.
But once again, bro, that's got to be there's only one job I can imagine that is easier and is well paying is that job. And that's like NFL backup quarterback. Like, if you're a backup quarterback to a quarterback that doesn't get hurt all the time, that's got to be like the easiest check ever. Like, it's your job to basically just be cool. Like, it's just, everybody just got to be kind of cool with you. Like, the starting quarterback got to be cool with you. The people on the team got to be cool with you. That's really, your only job as backup quarterback is just kind of be cool.
Be cool, bitch, be cool.
And the speechwriter for Trump is just like, bro, your only job is to make the first 2 sentences sound like a motherfucker tried.
Man.
Just make the first couple sentences sound like a nigga was trying. Because he ain't gonna go no... Like, he could basically write 2 or 3 actual sentences, and then he could just put fucking Snoop Dogg lyrics for the rest of the shit. And like, nobody would ever know.
Oh, that shit would be... I'm coming down to the LBC. Like, what are you talking about? They should do that just to be funny.
Well, once again, bro, at some point in time, you gotta just call out people on their bluff. Like at my job, I did some petty shit before. Like, we have to take pictures because people are supposed to like look at what we do to justify what we do in our job. And I was under the impression that won't nobody really looking at this shit. So what I did for literally a month is I took a selfie at every store. I just took a selfie just to see if anybody one day would say, hey, what's up with you taking a random selfie at every place? AG, you know who said that to me? Not a goddamn person.
He ain't wrong.
The only reason I know about it because I showed him.
See, and that's the crazy part, because he get away with that bullshit. Me, I would get fucking caught after the first one. Hey, I
here's the thing, AG. I did something that was petty, but also I couldn't really get in trouble for it. Like, hey, you took a selfie. I'm like, yeah, but I was literally in front of the place I was supposed to be at, so I was just verifying that I was here. And I'd freak him too, man. Sometimes I'd be like in the car and I'd take a picture from a side profile and you see the store in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really put thought into these photos. Like, I'm gonna make an album of just like random work shit.
This guy's out here glamour shotting it, man.
But I feel like that's what the Trump speechwriter should do. He should like write 3 or 4 solid sentences on whatever he's supposed to be talking about, and then basically just phone the bitch in from there. Just start just put some YouTube lyrics up there, you know.
Because Trump can't be reading this shit beforehand. He can't be. I just don't believe it. Not the way he be going off. I mean,
here's the thing. When Trump said, I don't mind if that teleprompter not working, and then he had like a 20-second pregnant pause, I'm just like, hey, bro, I feel like the teleprompter calling your bluff, nigga. and then he said, it's okay, I'm just going to speak from the heart. And I was just like, bro, you just not going to say anything then? Because I nothing you've ever said or done suggests that you have one of those. So you just going to stand here for like 20 minutes and then walk away? But nah, man, he just couldn't help himself, man.
Nope, not at all. You know.
Can you just imagine what some of these other world leaders got to be thinking when he said your countries are going to hell? And I'm just like, nigga, you're at a peace meeting You're at a meeting. You're talking to allies right now. You're not even talking to motherfuckers that's supposed to be against you right now. You're talking to the bitches that are supposed to be on your side. You like, hey, y'all niggas ain't shit.
I mean, but if he had his way, he wouldn't have been there, and we wouldn't be part of it.
Yeah, he really didn't want to be there for sure. Yeah, he's right about that part. Sure.
I mean, I get it, but it's like, bro, like,
make it till you make it, bro.
You up here talking about your country ain't shit, your country ain't shit, your country ain't shit. We hot in these streets right now. You know what I'm saying? America, the hottest place on earth right now. We so goddamn hot. Illegal immigrants are bombarding our country to take over our minimum wage jobs that nobody else in our country wants. That's how hot we are right now. But we don't want them, so we're going to kick them out, even if it's crippling our economy at the same time, because that's what a boss does, bitch.
All those soybeans you can
Oh, the soybean people are so pissed right now. Oh, my God.
paid $20 billion to your competitor on top of what was going on already.
I mean, petty? That's super petty, man.
Hey, all you got to do is blow up a sea vessel for no reason.
Bruh, like, what?
Two times in 2 weeks he's done that.
Yeah, because they're bringing fentanyl to the country.
You can't
Venezuela?
You can't prove it. You just blew it up.
Hey, bro, he said the motherfuckers from Canada was bringing fentanyl.
My wife
You talking about the
corrected me. It's 4.
0.05% of fentanyl that comes from Canada? Jesus. Like,
Hey, man. As my wife says, it's a distraction. And it's not 2, it's 4 in 2 weeks.
I mean, shit, man. I bet he was happy as fuck this week, man.
Hey, look,
Most
man,
of it because Diddy got put in jail. So
Hey, look,
that took some of the heat off.
I gotta be honest, and sometimes I just gotta admit defeat. Like, I just gotta admit defeat, man. Like, this Project 2025 shit, they basically said we just gotta throw so much shit out there that people can't keep up with it. And hey, man, that shit worked like a motherfucker, man. Cause like I just be checked out, man. Like I don't.
But we already discussed this though. Why you feel defeated?
I mean, because like I want to lie to myself and say, nah, man, I'm too smart to fall for this magic trick.
You don't.
But
yeah, man.
I mean, there is nothing you can do about it. You are a victim, but at the same time,
but see,
like,
AG,
you know
I
what's
don't
going on.
even be trying to keep up with it. Like when Ruben said we were gonna talk about the government shutdown, I was like, bro, I haven't even considered what this government shutdown means because, like, bro, there's too much other random dumbass shit coming from the administration for me to keep up. It's like I'm exhausted, AG. This motherfucker ain't been here a year, and I'm just like, nigga, you win, bro.
Bro, you can't feel. I mean, you can, because I do understand it, because my wife feels the same way. However, you just gotta keep coming back, bro. You can't just be like, you win. I mean, you can, but I would like you not to.
Bro, man, I just can't fight stupid, man. And
My wife agrees with you.
there's just no, you can't fight stupid, man.
You can't. We're not fighting stupid. We just trying to ride it out, baby. Come on, man.
Bro,
Don't give up. Don't give up.
see, it's not that I'm giving up, AG. Like, I hate feeling like I'm right about something that I want to be wrong about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Ruben be like, hey, look, man, 2028 will be good. And I'm just like, this nigga's never leaving.
Yeah.
So
He's trying his damnedest.
So I'm just like, I can't, like, he's managed to take away hope of the future. Do you realize how incredibly evil that is to fucking steal hope from a motherfucker?
Yes. That is the core of hell. You have no hope. Yes, I do. I understand. But this ain't real hell though, man. It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. I do understand you.
I mean, purgatory ain't real hell, but
You be feeling that way sometimes.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, bro. It's hard for me to try to say anything else besides yes, you're right, but bro.
No, man, I feel you, man. Like, look, I'll be ready to fight again one day.
He said
like,
one day.
But like at the present moment, I'm just like, hey, nigga, you got it, bro. You got it.
I just choose to believe that you have to, some of the stuff I can't control, I have to laugh at because it's kind of funny sometimes. Other parts, I'm kind of like, well, I understand where these people are coming from, and you can't do this for free forever. I just try to keep hope alive, man. I hate to be Jesse Jackson out here, but bro,
No, man, I feel you, man. Like, look, man, I thought
Jesse Jackson.
Trump was gonna be like.
You could have picked somebody else, bro.
no, but that's his tagline.
I mean, I
Keep hope
understand
alive.
it's his tagline, but he don't even follow the damn tagline.
I hear what you're saying, bro, but he did say it first.
But I just had this feeling like dealing with this Trump shit was gonna be like the famous Mike Tyson quote, like everybody got a plan till you get punched in the face. But then I was like, I was ready to get punched in the face.
Right.
But I feel like Trump just shot a nigga in the knee. And I was just like, hey, bro, I was not ready for this. Like, bro, you win.
No,
hey, bro, 'cause
no.
I thought we was fighting, and you was like, nah, nigga, we on some duel shit. I'm like, I didn't think we were dueling.
But you're not dueling. It's just like, let's go back to the Mike Tyson thing. That is accurate. What you weren't prepared for was continually getting punched in the face. This is what this is to me.
I mean, so, nah, man. The problem is you thought this was a fair fight. And he said, fuck your face. I'm just going to pick up a chair and hit you with it. And that's what he's doing, hitting you in the back with the fucking chair.
Continually.
Consistently.
See, I don't believe in the idea of a fair fight. So that's a foreign term to me anyway. But I thought there was some honor in the fight.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was just like, hey, nah, man.
Hold on,
like,
man. This motherfucker talked about Ted Cruz's wife and then made that motherfucker bend the knee. What makes you think
hold on, man.
that he's about a fair anything?
See, here's the thing. I never looked at that as so much of a negative on Trump. I was like, Ted Cruz just a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just misplaced my blame, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was victim blaming. I was victim blaming.
I don't. You know what? You didn't misplace your blame, but you didn't consider the evil and the disrespect machine that he is. That's what you didn't do. Because you never considered, damn, how? And then Ted Cruz is a bitch, but how you gonna talk about somebody's wife? You never considered that he's that guy.
I mean, your wife's an immigrant.
But we don't talk about those things, though.
Exactly. He pretty much told Ted, I mean, I don't remember the exact words, but somehow she wasn't exactly positive after he talked about it. I don't know if the word bitch was used, but he
I'm just saying, bro, ain't no way they are in a happy marriage.
No.
Because you cannot assassinate a woman's character like that, and your man just takes it like that. Like, look, man, there's plenty of incidents in which I'd be like, damn, brothers be out here taking ass whoopings for nothing because of a woman. But there's some things that you should just be willing to die for. There's some things that just cross over into the like, hey, man, this ain't no way to live. And like, yo, man, because he can never say anything to her. Never. Like, hey, babe, come on. You shut the fuck up, bitch. Hey, what you say to me? Hey, do you want me to call that nigga Trump? Because apparently he the only man in this political party.
And then she hit him with the.
Exactly.
She probably be being mad disrespectful to Ted, bro. Like, she be on the phone with her homegirls. He be like, come on, bitch. This nigga here. this nigga here acting like I'm supposed to do some shit for him. Man, nigga, cook your own goddamn food.
Oh shit! That's
just
funny.
saying.
Like, I'm surprised he can even talk to me with Trump's dick still in his mouth.
There's nothing but that might have been the worst personal assassination I think I've been a bystander of ever in politics.
But wasn't it an assassination, or was it just a pimp calling his hoe?
I mean, but damn, bro, you can't be saying.
Why not? Why not?
Man, you just can't be, man.
He did.
You're not fighting. And you can't be not fighting. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I hear what you're saying, but he
should have been two old dudes fighting.
No.
AG, he could have at least lied to me. He could have been talking and they'd been like, hey, you heard what Trump said? Hey, yeah, and that motherfucker gonna have to see me outside. Like, even if that shit ain't even true, just the outward appearance of that would have made me feel better. Even if I'd been like, bitch, you ain't gonna do shit. But at least I'd have been like, hey, bro, I respect the performance.
Yeah, he didn't even try to defend.
It was too. It was too public. Either he got on the mic, because this is a war of words. Either he got on the mic and checked him, got on the mic, checked him, and disrespected his woman, or did what he did. Those are your choices. Actually, that's not true.
Nothing.
He could have went to DC and fought him for real. But those are your choices.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, look, man. Look, I ain't gonna lie, AG, and this is hard for me to say. This is really hard for me to say, but if Ted Cruz would have saw Donald Trump and you would have just saw him steal off on Donald Trump one time, I'd have been like, hey, bro, I will move to Texas just to vote for you.
Yes, and it's
like,
not a surprise.
Like, bro, like, I hate everything you represent, but I can at least respect that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's not a shock, because I'm with you. Because
goddamn Raphael,
if I get my ass whipped because somebody called my wife out her name, then okay. That's
at least you did something.
Because I can't beat everybody. But you just not going to just be able to do that for free.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
He would have beat Trump's old ass too.
Oh, he could take Trump easy.
Here's the thing, it don't even matter.
Man.
The victory is in the fight, not in the result of it.
Right. Because see, when you go home and you end up in a hospital because you were defending your wife's honor, you can come back from that. You can't come back from being cowardice and your wife's honor was on the line, or physical safety was on the line.
I mean, he
like
nothing.
A lot of mobsters will tell you, you came back and you alive?
He didn't even give him the bitch please look. He was like,
yes, sir.
Like,
man,
look, man.
Hey, all I'm saying is, consider the person that actually said this and was pretty confident that he would get away with saying it.
I mean,
you have to consider
he picked
that.
the right
You have to
person,
consider
clearly. He picked the right person. Because he'd have picked somebody else. That might
I promise you, he wouldn't have said that to Mitt Romney. For
Mitt
sure.
Romney would have fucked him up.
He got on a plane from Utah, come kick his ass. So I'm just letting you know. And that doesn't make Mitt Romney any better for the country at all, but it makes him not no bitch.
Mitt would have been like, hey, bro, I got hands for you. Everybody else called me Mitt, but I got hands for you.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. Oh, hilarious. Good conversation, gentlemen. So, I mean, AG, what's on your mind?
Well, I mentioned this in the Discord, and I'm going to say it again. I understand the marketing. I do. But there's a lot of shame in that marketing behind having women talking about men's sexual issues in a way in which is, you better perform or you're going to lose this pussy. My thing is, I find it ironic that these same women ain't giving up no ass to start with. So I'm taking pictures with wood for days, and then you talking about you got a headache. So fuck you. That's for starters. And the idea that if I were to ever say anything like that to shame a woman because she couldn't do this or that or didn't want to, it would have been a whole nother thing. I just find the whole machine ironic and amazing.
I stand by my statement I put in the Discord. Body shaming is all cool until you start talking about fat chicks.
Not wrong. Not wrong, bro. Not wrong. But anyway, that's what's on my mind, man. This is like, I just find it ironic that they got these women out here shaming men about you need to get a hard on behind some pussy that they'll never get. Because women ain't in the business of putting out. They're in the business of taking everything away from you. They're not in the business of helping you. So before you go out there and do something, now if you have some sexual problems, you need to work out your health, do your health. But if you think that that's going to actually help you with your woman or whatever it is, no. Because women don't, no, just no.
Hey, if they did the commercials different, I'd probably even respect it a little bit more, because the girls are always just like, first of all, they're always irrationally hot.
Yes.
And I'm just like, first of all, you damn sure ain't giving it up. Like, not just because a motherfucker pull out a blue pill. Like, there better be some blue face bills with that pill. but it's like, yo, it's never framed in a position like she's trying to better her man. It's always framed in a position like, hey, he want enough, so he need to get this. It's never like, hey man, you know, my man used to rock my world back in the day, and I realized that things changed, so I realized his health and everything. So, hey, we found this, and look, we fucking like we did back in the day. Like, hey, that's a whole different statement than that nigga won't shit. Then he got this pill, and I was like, it's about goddamn time.
No, the funny thing about that is, yes, you're right. However, there's some commercials by a company I won't name because they ain't paying us, who those commercials are like that.
Yes, but it's the men talking. It's not the women talking about it.
No, it's the women. Cause like, man, I can't wait till you get home, and so he gets some of this blank, and we go all night, and I'm just like,
yes, but Ruben, they're making it seem like he's only able to do it because of the pill. You're missing what I'm saying. They're not saying like, hey, he was always dope, and now, you know what I'm saying, things slow down, and then we got this, and now the spark is back like it used to be. It's always, man, this nigga couldn't find the orgasm with GPS, and then he got these pills, and now it's like, boom, I'm coming in 2 minutes, baby.
Well, but I think what I'm saying is, like, yes, those commercials that you say out, but there are also commercials that are the other way. Is like, I'm glad my man is using this, because
once again, you're saying the same thing I'm saying,
except at least it sounds better.
No, those commercials are still framed as he wasn't enough, and then he got these pills.
I don't know about that.
I just want to see a commercial one time that says some dude up there talking about, yeah, she ain't wet no more. Take these pills. She started taking them pills. We were slipping and sliding, y'all.
Well, because I don't think
even the KY jelly commercials back in the day used to always be framed as the guy basically saying it was for him as well.
Exactly.
It was like it was never framed in a position like, hey, bitch pussy just don't get wet no more.
Exactly.
So.
When wetness is all woman. She is 100% responsible for that part.
Usually on the KY jelly commercials, they just talking about, yeah, sometimes I just need to get up in there, and I can't. So
man, it's always framed in this is a group effort.
Man, look, when Mo said it a couple weeks ago, he said women always get a pass and niggas ain't shit. That's true in sexual health and sexuality overall.
No, it's true, yeah.
And so, especially when you're not doing any of the work, it's like you get all the, you can say anything you want to say because you're not responsible. Now, if a woman is having issues, and women do have issues, especially as you age or if something happens or whatever it is,
we ain't allowed to talk about it. Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about it.
Exactly. If a woman has issues or she just don't want to give you none, it's like, okay, that's the response.
Okay.
Because you imagine if you're a woman and said, oh, I feel like it tonight, and she takes you for granted, so she thinks she's gonna get something, and you're like, no, I'm good. Could you imagine the dude saying that? Like, the first time you say it, it's gonna be a problem. But if you kept saying it, she would probably leave you at some point, or something would happen, and it's just like, wait a minute, so it's okay for you not to give me none for years, and then I just don't care anymore, and now we're divorcing. Are you serious? Yes. Not only is the goalpost moving, the field is not level. And that's my whole problem with this. And in addition, and when I see these commercials, you always got the man blurred out in the background with a whole bunch of shame.
Well, at least he's blurred out.
You can still see that shame. I'm just letting you know. So anyway, that's what's on my mind.
We can't even get testosterone commercials without Big Hurt telling me, and she'll love it too. Like, hey Frank, we won't even talk about this bitch, man. We was talking about how I feel in the weight room, and you gonna say that she'll like it too. Like, we won't even talk about that.
I still can't find a lie.
That's hilarious. Man, we won't even talk about that bitch. We're talking about me,
I'm just saying, like, in none of the commercials, the dude said, "Hey, 40, you lost energy too. What you do?" At no point in time did this motherfucker talk about performing in the bedroom with his woman. He just threw that shit in there.
Exactly. Because
I'd be like, Frank, nigga, you don't know me like that.
he kind of does. He kind of does. Because, you know, everything is revolved around women. Everything.
He said it used to be him.
Okay.
Remember?
All right.
Yeah, when I turned 40, I was like that. And I was like, bitch, you won't like that. Shut the fuck up.
But you know what? I am gonna say them Testament commercials do one thing that's really good though. Like, and y'all might never have peeped game, and now when you see the commercial, you'll never be able to unsee it. Every time they're talking to a guy about it, when they say, and she'll love it too, it's always more than one girl in the background. It's always more than one girl in the background. It's always some random chick with the other girl's friend. Like she's excited about it too. Like she's excited about it too. So it's almost like subconsciously telling this dude, if you take Testament, 2 bitches gonna be with you.
Exactly. Exactly. Couldn't agree more. But we all know they ain't putting out either, so whatever.
That's not true, AG. You don't know how much money that nigga got.
No. Because everybody here knows that eventually money doesn't matter. She's just not going to put out.
Yeah, she's not going to. If you got enough money, you can move on to another one.
Yeah, you can buy some.
Yeah, you know.
Hope you. What did you lead with? You're going to sign this prenup?
I'm just saying it's not even about prenup. I ain't talking about marriage, bro. I'm talking about like when you got money and you choose to like work the free agent market, like the Yankees in the late 90s.
Oh, yeah.
You basically just throw the biggest bid at whatever hot person's out there. You get the pussy, then all right, you too old. Let me get somebody else. It doesn't make anybody feel good, but that's kind of what happened.
No, I kind of wish that if you were rich, and that's how you got all your women, that you wouldn't have to spend money. Like, women don't have to give up the pussy to have the allure of sex. It's like, I just wish men could have that power where, like, because they know you have money, they do dumb shit, and then you can leave them before spending a dime.
See, AG, I think that actually does happen. You just too broke to know.
Are you for real though? I mean, you think that really?
Seriously, no. Let me put it out there. Well-recognized professional athlete that was paid and was universally single. Okay. Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
You think that nigga was spending money on chicks?
I mean, there was a dinner involved, right?
Now he was bagging them.
Now maybe AG, he wasn't really spending money, but he was giving them access to experiences that they weren't able to get on his own. But he necessarily wasn't paying extra money. Like, he was going to be at that hotel anyway.
Truth.
He was going to be at that place anyway.
True.
So I don't think he had to say, hey, here's some money. It was just like, hey, bitch, you trying to roll? Cool.
I agree with that. I agree.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I understand the premise.
I'm just saying, it's all celebrities say it. Like, hey, man, I get rich, and now everybody want to give me shit for free.
Yeah.
They say that with fashion and clothes.
Yeah.
I got to imagine pussy's the same way. Because they're giving you pussy on the chance that you might give them money. Or the chance that you give them access to
here's the
experience.
thing. I think with some people that is correct. I don't know if I say that with Derek Jeter, because Derek Jeter wasn't really messing with like random chicks. Now he ended up marrying a fairly random chick, but this dude was dating like Mariah Carey and F.I.C.K.L.E and all them bitches.
You talking about the women he was publicly dating? I'm talking about who he was fucking.
Yeah, because Mariah Carey he never dated her. He was boning her, and she'll tell you that.
I'm just saying, AG.
He gave her a Derek Jeter gift basket.
Just because we know about the celebrities he was dating, we not just assuming that those are the only people he was banging.
Right. He was out there. He was in the streets.
I'm not talking about the public women that he was seen with. I'm talking about the chicks that he was just boning at a 5-star hotel because he was in town that night.
Yeah,
I don't think he paid them anything. They just they were just hoping that their pussy would change this nigga's mind. Okay. Maybe if I give him some pussy, he'll want to keep me. not realizing that, hey baby, pussy's pussy. Like it just pussy don't move the needle that much. It just don't. Especially when you got an overabundance of access to it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it just ain't moving the needle no more. Like, look,
Yeah.
look, them fine ass chicks approach broke ass 20-something-year-old me. All right, you might sway me a little bit. But if you make me a millionaire at 22, 23, you know, for the first 2 or 3 weeks, after that, it's like, hey, bitch, pussy is pussy. Like, you know, like when I go to the next spot, it's going to be some good stuff there too. And not all of y'all's is good. I know I've never heard a woman say her pussy was anything less than spectacular, but I've had sex with women before, and not all of the women I've had sex with will I say it was spectacular. It just... Now, that's not a diss or insult. It's just a reality. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people that, yeah, I'm sure there's people who've had sex with me that was just like, hey, that nigga won't shit. And they're right. They're right. Because that's how they feel about it. I'm not going to argue what you're feeling. I'm not going to argue.
I think they feel that way about you because you ain't calling back no more. There's a difference.
I mean, I call people back. Okay, I text.
Okay. Exactly.
I text. I mean, back
that
then
ain't calling, sir.
Hey, my BlackBerry text skills was strong back then, man.
Okay.
I was.
Okay. Anything you say, sir.
Oh man, I just inadvertently dated my host age by saying BlackBerry.
You did.
You did.
I remember when I had a BlackBerry. That's 2005, 2006. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. You good, AG?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Moby, what's on your mind?
Hey man,
Other than hoes.
nah man, they never on my mind.
They were on your mind last week.
True. Touche.
Oh shit.
Man, I felt like I was gonna say this last week and I didn't. And then today happened. And then today happened. And I was just like, bro, like I found, and any ladies who are out there and hear me say this, I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea about this statement I'm making, but the worst part of me, the worst part of my character is how blindly loyal I am. Because I have routinely rooted for losers my entire life. I've never had hope that these losers were going to do well. I just continue to root for them because I don't know how to not be loyal. Like, I haven't said a positive thing about the Raiders in probably 20-something years. Like, I never say anything positive about them. And not because they're losing. I never say anything positive before the season even starts. Because my logic tells me they're the worst ran franchise in football. And because I know that, I can't lie and say that I feel hope at the beginning of any year. But I do realize that every year I'm rooting against logic. And that makes me feel bad about myself. Because I just spent all this time talking about how a large part of the Republican base are just too emotionally invested in stupidity. And essentially, I'm the same way with the Raiders. Like, I know these motherfuckers ain't for me. I know these motherfuckers are making stupid decisions. I knew we got a coach that everybody said the league had passed him by like 6 or 7 years ago. And then we thought, hey, we can revive Pete Carroll. He's only 96 years old. I'm sure he got plenty of football left in him. And then we was like, hey, you know what'll really make it even better? Let's get an offensive coordinator that 15 years ago everybody thought was going to be like the greatest thing to ever happen to the NFL. And then like 2 weeks later, we realized that, nah, we figured that shit out pretty quick. Chip Kelly, that'll work. That'll work. And then, you know what? How are we going to make all this shit work? You know what? Geno Smith, who's had a couple mediocre years with Seattle, I bet if we give him less talent around him and inferior coaching, he'll just magically make shit work. Yeah, all that shit sounds stupid. And I knew that. I said it all off season when people are like, oh man, Pete Carroll, I hate the coaching choice. I hate everything they did. The only thing I felt good about was getting Jonte as a running back. But then I was just like, but Chip Kelly is the offensive coordinator, so I know what his philosophy is going to be, which is, hey, I'll give him the ball like 6 or 7 times and that's it. Because like I'm never going to be in the business of giving my best player the ball. I mean, because I once had a running back named LaShawn McCoy, who easily was one of the most explosive running backs in the league. And what did I do? I phased that nigga out the NFL. So, yeah, I routinely root for losers, and I do it. I don't do it with enthusiasm, but I do it with great consistency. And that's even worse. That's like, cause I talk shit about Cowboys fans. I talk shit about the Commandos fans, cause I'm just like, every year they're like, oh man, we're 1 player away. Oh, this is our year. And I'm just like, I be hating on y'all because that shit be sounding dumb as fuck when y'all say it. But I also be jealous because like, I just wish I could feel hope. You know what I'm saying? Like I never go into a season feeling hope. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, so all I have in me is fickle when it comes to NFL. I'm just fickle. I mean, I know I say Ruben's fickle about everything, but I'll say when it comes to NFL, I'm pretty fickle. Like to the point where like everybody who knows me knows I'm a Raiders fan just because I have a lot of Raiders paraphernalia. But like you don't ever really hear me talking about the Raiders. I ain't never like, oh yeah, Raiders Nation, baby. It's like, nah, lovable losers. That's what we do. Like, hey, some more depressed ass niggas. That's what we is. like, bro, I almost would feel better about being a Cleveland Browns fan because, like, everybody publicly just shits on them. Like, we just know that, but like every year I listen to pundits talk about how the Raiders made good decisions in the offseason. And I'm just like, why do I not feel that way? And then I get to be right, but nobody wants to be right that way. Like I don't try to dunk on people at the end of the year because I'm like, yeah, I told you my fucking organization was trash. I told you these niggas won't shit. Like, but they're my team. Like, they're the team I root for. So I'm a loyal motherfucker rooting for lovable losers, man. And I quit, man.
You're not gonna quit. Stop.
I quit.
You're lying.
No. See, AG, I realized I quit 2 decades ago. I just didn't publicly say it because no fan, part of the word fan is fanatic. I haven't been that for the Raiders. I'm not fanatical.
But you always show up, though. You always show up.
I mean, I put a hat on.
That's showing up, man. That's showing up.
I'm saying, I put a hat on. I might even put a T-shirt on.
Why are you doing it? Why are you doing that?
Because I've just been doing it for so long.
If you really gave up on life, why are you doing it?
Because I've been doing it for so long.
Nah, bro, you ain't lost hope. That's what it is.
AG, hope doesn't exist anymore. I haven't felt hope. Bro, that's what bothers me. Like, if I still had blind hope for it, I would at least feel better about it. Like, I do low-key be jealous of Cowboy fans who still talk about how great they were in the 90s because, like, they're unaware that it's been 30 years since they were relevant. I'm perfectly aware that my franchise has never been good as I've been an adult. They went to a Super Bowl my 2nd year as an adult, and it's been all downhill from there. So I wish I was just unaware of how trash my organization was, like Cowboys fans are. Hell, even Giants fans talk about their 2 Super Bowls, and they just ignore like the 20 years that half the time they didn't make the playoffs. But they don't remember that. I remember every stupid ass decision my organization has made And I remember every week one of every NFL season, I don't go, man, this is our year, or man, I feel really good about the direction I go. I always feel like, I hope I'm wrong. Like every week one, I'm just like, man, I hope I'm wrong. Like, what would it be like to actually be happy by like week 6?
I mean, but y'all have a black female president. How about that?
That's supposed to make me feel better. we almost had a black female president in the country, and I wasn't super excited about that either.
I mean, but
I would have preferred it over our other option. I'll just put that out there. I definitely would have preferred it.
Just saying, man. There's always a silver lining, sir.
Nah, the only silver lining is in the Raiders' name. Because it's black and silver. That's it.
Okay.
There's nothing positive about this organization. They're trash. Their mama ain't shit. Their daddy ain't shit. Them niggas ain't never gonna be shit.
Wow.
Whew. Wow, that's harsh. But, I mean, he's not wrong.
I just want to have hope again, man. I just want to feel hope
He
for
said, I just want to
NFL.
have hope again.
AG, like, I root for a lot of losers that don't make me feel as bad, like the Hawks. I be feeling decent about the Hawks sometimes, even when I know I shouldn't. But I be like, hey, man, this might be our year. I feel good about the Hawks. I'm waiting for the NBA. I'm like, man, some people stay healthy. I'm like, man, we might actually be all right this year. I ain't felt like that as a Raiders fan in over 2 decades. That's crazy work to still root for a team that you never believe in.
But there's something in you that you keep showing
Loyalty. Loyalty is in me. I'm a dog, man. You can beat a dog and it still keeps showing up.
Okay. That's something, though.
It's not something to brag about.
Well, I understand your pain. I'm a Cowboys fan. I don't understand what the difference between you and I are.
The difference is most of your fan brethren still have hope. I know other Raiders fans, and they always sound similar to me. They just ain't quite giving up as much hope, but they never really sound confident.
Man, y'all kept showing up when y'all would make trips to LA when they was in LA. Y'all was happy to take them back when you came back to Oakland. Y'all was like, y'all didn't even just get real mad when they went to Vegas. I'm just like, y'all just show up, man.
We just show up for the fight. we not showing up because we think we're gonna win.
Wow, bro.
We just like, we can win a fight. We every time you see them Raiders clips of fans fighting, you don't see many clips of them losing.
Well,
They might lose the game. They won't be losing the
I
fight.
hear what you're saying, but that's gotta be something, man.
Yeah, I have more pride in our fans winning than our team winning.
Truth. Point taken. Point taken. I'm sorry.
Come on, Mr. Fickle. Yeah, what's on your mind, Mr. Fickle?
Wow, that's cold. That's
I mean,
funny,
we
though.
had to do all that. I mean,
That's funny though.
look, man, I don't need you to be, sending your shit over here. That shit's unnecessary. But I'm gonna be very brief. Look, man, this whole game with the fucking balloon shit.
Oh.
Why is anybody setting themselves up for that? Like, that's just, I mean, hey, you know what? I need to let everybody know that, hey, man, my values are very small, and all I care about is what you look like or how much money you got. But really, I don't care about how much money you got because we don't get there because I pop my goddamn balloon before we get there.
My wife can't get enough of that shit.
That is the
Oh my
dumbest
God,
shit.
she's enthralled by that shit.
I saw one today, which made me think about it, and it was a young lady who apparently had a really good personality, and she had the nerve to pop 2 dudes' balloons about their hair, and then one dude popped his balloon, and they was like, "Why you pop your balloon?" And he was pretty much like, I mean, you a different weight class, baby. And I was just like, he did not just say that shit.
Hey, like I said, body shame is cool till you start saying something about a fat
Yeah.
chick.
Because literally, she was like, yeah, I don't really like your hair. One dude had like, it was short, and the other dude had like a fro. She's like, I don't really like fros or anything like that. And I'm just like, what? Okay, whatever. And then that dude was pretty much like, yeah, you're in a different weight class. That's why I popped my balloon. I was weak as fuck, bro. And I was just like, you know, shows like this should just not be on the air, because you can't. I can't imagine, even if you win, that you walk out with a positive self-thought of yourself, man.
There are no winners on that show.
Yeah, because even if you did come out with a person, you had to listen to all these dudes talk shit, all these people talk shit about you. And it's like, I was just like, hey man, you got enough money, but I don't like that fanny pack. Bitch, what? Or like, you too short. You know,
hey man, all that show teaches me when I see my wife watching it is only women are allowed to have a type.
Yeah,
bro.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
Because as a guy, your type got to be every woman. Because if not, you shallow.
Yep.
You can't handle this type of woman. You too weak. But a woman can just have a type. You're not really my type. Hey, bitch, you single. So apparently everybody that's been your type ain't worked. So maybe you need a new fucking type.
I mean, yeah, your blood type's A, mine B, bitch. We can't do nothing together. Like, you know, and that's the thing, man.
That whole idea of type is crazy to me. Like is he your type? Bitch, fuck your type. Your type ain't been successful. You're 38 years old on this goddamn show. Your type ain't been working for you, baby. You need an anti-type. Like, who's your type? All right, all them niggas got to go.
You need to diversify your bonds, bitch. Like, and that's the thing, man. And I watched that show, man, and it's just, the petty is like amazing, because immediately you get judged. You just somebody walks to a room and both parties are getting judged immediately. And then, yo, man, it is not like these people are nice with it. Like, they damn near borderline disrespectful.
No, they're not borderline. When you put cameras in front of people, everybody starts performing. So everybody's judging you anyway, but now that they know cameras are there, they gotta turn their performance up. Which,
right.
You know, the only thing that's hot in these streets, especially for women of color, the performance is based on how blatantly disrespectful you can be towards men. That's cool to chicks. I don't understand when that became a thing, which I also don't understand when men being sassy became a thing. And what I mean by men being sassy, I don't mean how women say men are sassy just because they don't agree with them. I mean actual sassy motherfucking men that are getting mad that a woman is saying, hey, you're not my type. Cool. End of story. You don't have to then try to diss her or insult her, because nigga, you know you'd fuck her. Like, you know if she was like, hey, you want some pussy? You'd be like, sure. So the fact that you're dissing her is just disingenuous, buddy. Like, now, I wish a dude would just say that. Like, girl be like, hey, blah, 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 you ain't shit. I don't like your look, you blah, blah, blah. And they go, is she your type? Oh, yeah, I definitely fuck her.
You know what? You're right, though.
I definitely fuck her. I mean, I wouldn't, because obviously she wouldn't fuck me back. But I mean, had things been different, we could be 5 minutes from Pound Town right now.
Yeah. Like, I think it's interesting, like, on some of them, because some of it's different, right? Like, this one, I thought was weird, because she got to pop two dudes' balloons when she walked in. I was like,
oh man, you're caught up in the show now.
Nah. However, I did see another one where a woman walked in.
The fact that you keep saying I saw another one and I saw another one, you're so caught up.
I haven't really watched the show, but
sounds like you have. I just throwing it out there. Just
sometimes
you ain't even being fickle about it. You basically sound like you're getting enjoyment from it.
Sometimes you go into a TikTok hole, man, and I mean the shit just is whatever. But like, she walked in, everybody popped up. I was like, damn, that means all these motherfuckers don't want your ass. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? Like, you're instantly like sad. I mean,
that ain't a place to go for self-esteem, man.
No, definitely not. So all I'm saying is, yeah, man. Like, I guess people want to get. I mean, some people believe 15 minutes is good. Not on that motherfucking show, man. I don't want 5 minutes on that shit, because that, like, it's unless you get picked, there's no way for you to walk out of there with a positive mental attitude. Unless you're picking there's just almost no way.
Bro, you gotta have natural self-esteem on your own. You gotta walk in there already feeling good about yourself, because you can't go in there looking for them to lift your spirits. That's not.
Well, I mean, on either side though, like, even
I wasn't being specific about which party.
it's crazy.
Nobody's nice to anybody up there.
No, definitely not. And that's the fucked up part, right? Because if you were, and like some people have said,
that's the entertainment part of it.
Like, that's why people keep watching it. You're an asshole to that person, and I'm just like, I mean, you look at.
I feel like that's fair. Like, I'm cool with that.
But I mean, because I like train wrecks, like like most people.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, you keep blaming TikTok for it, but TikTok has basically judged your algorithm based on the amount of time you spend on these types of TikToks, which means you watch them to the very end, which means they know that you're a sucker for that shit. So it ain't TikTok's fault, nigga. This your fault.
There are other things that do that, but man.
I'm sure you got other stuff that pops up there, but I bet this keeps popping up there because you keep watching them all the way through.
I mean, hey, man. Like I said, I like a good train wreck, man. I've never strayed away from that. I love me some train wrecks. So, well, with that being said, this train wreck's about to end. So, like, thank y'all for joining us today. Another episode of 5 Minute Warning. Hey, man, tell a friend, just tell somebody about us. We be out here on Sundays doing it big and stuff and having a good time. But yeah, just tell people, because you should, because I asked you to. Also, check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, wherever. If you want to rate us and you want to talk some mean shit about us, you can do that. But, we don't give a fuck. So, like, hey, man, if you're going to at least talk shit about us, just give us a 5. We'll take that. Then you can talk all the shit you want, because I don't care. But with that being said, like, thank AG, like, thank Moby, like, thank everybody who listened to the show today and those who will be listening to on the podcast later. Hey, man, it's another week, it's another show. We here every Sunday at 9 p.m. until we get the fuck up off of here. And today, we decided to be here a little bit longer than normal. But it's all good, because, hey, man, last week it was about bitches, and this week it ended up being about bitches. So, like, I guess we just don't like bitches.
And Fickle.
I don't know about that, but
come on, man, you need to embrace it, man. Frequently initiated criticism, killing life entertainment.
I'm not embracing that. So, at least not this week, maybe next week. But as always, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.
Motherfucker, black fatigue. They try to see, white folks try to Jedi mind trick niggas, and they good at it too. Yeah. Because they tell tell niggas, and niggas like to run with shit the white man say. White man be like, oh, that sound like victim mentality. And then here go these bitch ass niggas, yeah, that sound like victim mentality. Bitch ass nigga, y'all been victimizing me for 500 years. Nigga, why shouldn't I have a victim mentality? You expect me to have an assailant's mentality?
Right.
Nigga, every nigga in America wake up playing defense. We ain't never on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah. Why not though? Because what I was gonna say is, you don't fault the black people that have money for not rallying around and gathering everybody
you
up.
can't fault them because them niggas got that money and them niggas made a deal to be suckers and tricks and tools. Them niggas ain't got the right to do a bitch ass thing for your broke ass bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck is you? Nigga, that's not why we give you money. We give you money to keep these niggas chasing a fallacy that if you did it, they can do it. Or when these niggas go to acting up, we march your bitch ass out in front of these niggas and you tell them to sit they bitch ass down somewhere. What the fuck is y'all doing? Nigga, look how good we got it. Nigga, look how good the white man been to us. Bitch ass nigga, y'all fucking up my money. That's why them niggas got money, man. Them niggas ain't got money to help you, nigga. And the day that they choose to really do something for your black ass, watch what happen.
So would you say that them black people are just as bad as white supremacists?
They right there with them. Honorary whiteness is a real disease amongst niggas.